I've been talking to parents here in Thurrock this morning, and they said they want a general election because they're paying the price for the government having crashed the economy. And we were not even talking about cuts a month ago. The whole discussion about cuts has become an issue only because the government has crashed the economy. What I want to do is to build the economy, to grow the economy, and recognise that it's working people who grow it. So want to stabilise the economy, want to grow the economy. We're only talking about cuts because this government crashed the economy.
Let's talk about COP. Would you advise the King now to go to COP?
Well, look, it's up to the King what he does, but the Prime Minister should be going to COP. He needs to show leadership. This is a hugely important issue, climate change. It's wound together with the energy crisis, and I think many people would be expecting the Prime Minister of the UK not just to attend COP, but to use it as an opportunity to pull world leaders together to deal with climate and to deal with energy. And if that doesn't happen, it's a failure of leadership. If I was Prime Minister, I would be going, I would be convening and pulling people together and sorting out the issues that are confronting people. Talking to people this morning who can't pay their energy bills, they expect their Prime Minister to be on the world stage sorting these problems out. It's an absolute failure of leadership.
Let's talk about Suella Braverman. You know, we live in a country in which we like to think we give people second chances when they've made mistakes. She's got the support of Mark Riley, the Met Chief Police Officer. She's got the support of the security services. Why shouldn't Suella Braverman, in a country like ours, be given a second chance?
This whole episode shows us just how weak the Prime Minister is. I think he's done a grubby deal trading security for support so that he didn't have to go through a full election to become Prime Minister and leader of his party. And it really matters. I've been the Director of Public Prosecutions. I know how important it is for the Home Secretary to be trusted because others have to share documents with her, and to be sacked last week for a breach of security and now be put back in place as the Home Secretary is an act of weakness from the Prime Minister. He should sack her. That would be the strong thing to do. That's what I would do if I was Prime Minister.
A couple more questions if I can. First of all, just on Northern Ireland, looks like we're going to have elections there before Christmas. Isn't it your assessment that what's more important here is that we get Stormont back up and running again, and that means the UK taking unilateral action on the protocol to get the DUP back into government? That's the right thing to do by the people of Northern Ireland. We
do need to get the institutions in Northern Ireland back up and running, and the sooner we can do that, the better. That requires our government to get people around the negotiating table and to resolve the issues on the protocol. I think they can be resolved. I think there are amendments that can be made to the protocol without ripping it up, but the government needs to get people around the table and get that agreement, because at the moment we've got a very difficult situation for people in Northern Ireland who are suffering as a result of the government's failure to convene this.